Hello guys, you're welcome to this tutorial, or what I say, demonstration video. Okay, this is SmartLearn JAMB 2015, and I'm just gonna take you through the new features in this version. Well, first things first, as you can see, the newsfeed now works. Okay, you can actually if you're connected to the internet, you can actually refresh the feed to get latest information from Ratelsoft, especially concerning this product. And while you are here, I would advise you subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay, so that you get latest information about videos which we upload, okay, because we would upload videos regularly concerning some of our products, some changes in the product, some upgrades and updates, as the case may be. Now, one other thing I'm going to show you here is the activation mode has been changed. Okay, what I say not necessarily changed, has been upgraded to actually make it better for everyone. As you can see, this is registered, so what I can do now is to deactivate. Now what this means is I can actually deactivate my activation on this system and move it to another system, but you can only do it at most 2 times. When I mean at most 2 times, you can actually do it on at most 3 systems. So outside this very system, you can do it on 2 other systems, but it's also possible that 3 times means 3 times on the same system. For instance, your system is having an issue, it's about to crash, you just have to deactivate, format the system. After installing, you can actually reactivate again. So if I click on this, it gives you some information and also shows you the activation code as well, which you would use. Okay, this is actually mine own activation code. Okay, no other person can use it, so do not think because it's showing you here you're going to use it. Now, provided I've not deactivated from mine own system, no other person it's going to use it, and I don't plan deactivating, so don't even try using it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to show you the new exam modes. Okay, we've had JAMB exam mode, and now we have the Ratelsoft standard mode. Now the JAMB standard mode basically is exactly what you have in JAMB, without the strict mode, which was present by default from the previous version. So we created a new Ratelsoft standard mode with the strict mode. That is basically the difference between that of the JAMB. The other modes are the same, and we can actually demonstrate this. Now while we're here, I'm going to show you the new interface which has been developed. This new interface looks exactly the way the normal JAMB CBT is. Okay, here you have your subject. You can actually navigate to your subject from here, from the top here, and it keeps track of the last question which you answered for that subject. So whenever you click on the subject, okay, for instance, this is 101. If I go next, I'm actually 103 for mathematics. If I go to physics and come back to mathematics, I start from where I stop. Exactly, that's just what I'm trying to say. And these navigation buttons are also present, and now we have the finish button, okay, as opposed to the stop button. They actually do the same thing, okay, but to improve the user friendliness, we decided to come up with this. And also you have your quick review and navigation buttons over here. You can jump to any question which you want, and the present question is always colored green. Any question which you have answered is colored red. For instance, if I have answered this one, if I change to another question, it's going to color red. That means that I've actually answered that question. That's exactly the way the JAMB CBT exam is, and I really don't know why the color red was chosen, but yeah, that was it. Though we had to introduce this green color for you to note the present question which you're actually on, which is not actually available on the JAMB CBT. and the ash colored ones, as you can see here, tells you the questions you have visited but you have not yet answered, more like questions you have skipped. The plain black ones, the plain white ones, tells you the one you have not visited. So that's basically it. And then we have the report error and the other tools which normally stayed at the bottom from the previous version. And I will advise you really help us. Okay, a lot of persons really contributed to making this version what it is by reporting questions that are wrongly spelled and answers and the likes, and we were able to read all of them, and we tried as much as possible to adjust those questions. So do us good and do yourself good by reporting any question which you see that is having an issue, typographical error, whatever error you notice. And yeah, okay, one other thing which we have done is to introduce an administrative feature to disable the games. I don't know if you can see this exactly, but let me just move this a little bit so that you get to see what I'm trying to say. You can actually enable and disable games as an administrator. Okay, this feature was requested, and we just decided to put it. It's, if you are using it for a personal thing, then you really don't need this. And yeah, all right, the next thing I will talk about is the game. Okay, for the game, okay, I'm actually in an exam, so yeah, this ain't gonna work. So what I'm just gonna do is to stop this exam, and then, all right, before I move on to the game, I would also like to show you, as you can see, we have the comprehension also added now to the use of English. Okay, comprehension has been added, the passage and fill in the blanks and the rest of them, they are all present now in the use of English. So I'll come to the game now to show you a few adjustments too that has been made to that side. Okay, more levels have been added. I'm not going to demonstrate the levels, okay, but more levels have been added, and we've also been able to adjust the game control settings so that you can be able to configure it by yourself. So when the game starts, you can actually click on this and actually configure the game speed, which is actually the frames per second. Okay, just allow me, let me turn the sound off. Alright, you can come to settings and configure the game speed, which is the frames per second. You can also configure what keys you use to control. Yeah, that's one of the major things which we have done, including the adding more levels to the game. Okay, I'm just trying to make this tutorial very quick and brief as possible, and we also added new themes. Okay, we added 4 new themes which you can play around with. We also included the 2013 themes and the 2014 themes, so you have 12 themes now to play around with. Okay, anyone you find comfortable, you can actually go ahead and use them, and yeah, they're all looking good and great, so you can actually play around with them. Alright, that's it for now. I think that's basically it for some of the new features, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.